Let's find out what is law. Want to know what is law? Definition of law, Law is the system of rule created and enforced by recognized authority. And why do we need law? Without law there would be chaos and confusion. Also people wouldn't know what right and wrong. Source of law. Constitution. Basic rule of country. Legislation. Laws passed by Parliament. Judicial decisions. Court rulings. Branches of law. Criminal law. Civil law. Administrative law. The conclusion about law is not just about rules, it's a foundation of a peaceful.
Our legal foundation. Let's explore the foundations of Malaysia legal system, the sources of law. What are sources of law? Sources of law are where our legal rules come from, the root of our justice system. First is written law. Includes the federal constitution, acts of parliament, and state laws. Second is unwritten law, based on court decisions, common law, and customs like adat pepati. Third is Islamic law. Applies to Muslims, covers marriage, inheritance, and faith matters. All in one system. Together, all three sources shape Malaysia's unique legal system.
What is public law? Public law is a type of law that deals with the relationship between individuals and the government. Purpose of public law: to control how the government act and how people must follow public rules. Types of public law: constitutional law, administrative law, criminal law. Example of public law: constitutional law, protect basic rights in a country; criminal law, punish crimes, and many more. And why is public law important? Public law keeps the country fair and safe. It makes sure the government follows rules and people are protected from crime. What is private law? Private law is a type of law that controls the relationship between individuals or private groups. It does not involve the government directly. Purpose of private law: the main purpose of private law is to protect people's right and solve problem in personal matters. Types of private law. There are four main types of private law. First, contract law. Second, tort law. Third, property law. Fourth, family law. There is for example in private law. Why is private law important? Private law is important because it helps people solve problems fairly and protect their personal rights.
I am here so excited to explain about what is Sharia law to you guys. Sharia law in Malaysia is a form of Islamic law that only applies to Muslim. Sharia courts operate separately from the civil courts and have limited jurisdiction. Importantly, the Sharia law only applies to Muslim, while the non-Muslim will follow the civil legal system. I can already tell you, all have the awesome understanding about Sharia law, did you? So let's get started on a stellar knowledge about laws together.
Written law and unwritten law. Definition of law. Written law, codified laws enacted by legislative bodies. Unwritten laws, laws based on customs, judicial decision and traditions. Sources: written laws, Federal Constitution, Supreme Law, Acts of Parliament and State Assemblies. Unwritten law, judicial decision, case law, English common law and equity. Customary law. Key differences. Aspect written and unwritten law. Form, authority, flexibility, use case. Conclusion. Both from work together to ensure justice. Written law offers structure and certainty, while unwritten law provides flexibility and continuity.
Challenges of law in Malaysian society. Let's discover key legal issues affecting our nation. Misuse of power. Some politicians misuse law enforcement. Police acted on political or religious bias. No independent body to monitor their actions. Dual legal systems. Malaysia uses common law and Sharia law. This causes confusion and unfair decisions in court. Limited access to justice. Justice is hard to reach for poor and disabled people. There is not enough free legal help available. Lack of legal awareness. Many Malaysians do not know their rights. This weakens national unity and fairness. Corruption in the legal field. Some lawyers are involved in fraud. Their actions destroy public trust in the legal system.
Importance of law in Malaysia society. Guarantee justice and peace, ensuring that all individuals are treated fairly, controlling the behavior of society and more. Protecting individual and community rights, guaranteeing fundamental rights such as freedom of expression and property rights and many more. Supporting national development, create a stable environment for investment in the economy, ensure transparency and integrity in administration and many more. Controlling human behavior, establish guidelines between right and wrong actions, prevent crime and misconduct in society and many more. Resolves disputes peacefully and amicably. Provide formal channels such as courts and tribunals. Avoid fights and acts of revenge and many more.